My name is Michael Cano. I work for Puerto Viejo Wines. We represent Viña Requingua and Pulcura Wines from Chile. Today we are representing some of our wines here. We have the wines from Puerto Viejo. Puerto Viejo is our reserve level wine. It's 6 months in oak for the reds, stainless steel, and some wood chips for the whites. Very, very nice style, very balanced. Our wines mostly come from, on the reds, from Curico Valley. On the whites, they come from Maule Valley. We're lucky enough to have properties in Maule, Curico, and Colchagua valleys. So that gives us tremendous flexibility in the styles of the wines that we can produce. Each one brings their own terroir, and each one gives us the ability to do single vineyard wines, which is very unusual at these price points, okay? You'll find that all the Puerto Viejo wines are under $10. So this is an example of the Puerto Viejo line, the Cabernet Sauvignon. The Cabernet Sauvignon, 6 months in French oak with some American oak, all second and third use. All this comes from our property in Curico. La Familia Sagrada is the name of the area specifically in Curico where this is produced. This has been a best buy almost every single vintage for the last 5 or 6 vintages. If we move over here, this is the next level up. This is the Toro de Piedra. In the Toro de Piedra, we have a Chardonnay, we have a Carmenere Cabernet blend, a straight cab, and a Syrah cab. What makes this really interesting is the Chardonnay, as I said earlier, comes from the whites from the Maule Valley. The Carmenere Cabernet, also from the Maule Valley. The Cabernet, straight Cabernet, is from Colchagua Valley. And then the Syrah Cabernet comes from the Curico Valley. Each one of them has a unique style in and of itself. The Chardonnay, for those consumers who want that big oaky style of Chardonnay that you remember from the days of yesterday, those early 90s, early 2000s Chardonnays that you can't find anymore, well, you can find one right here. This is a beautiful style. This beautiful style of Chardonnay allows you to drink that style without having to spend $30 or $40, which is what the competitors are requesting from you. Our Carmenere Cabernet blend is one of the best blends in Chile. Carmenere being the varietal from Chile, only grown there. Once a Bordeaux varietal, no longer. This Bordeaux blend, being Carmenere and Cabernet, gives you a little bit of spiciness to add it to that beautiful body that comes from the cab. This Maule Valley blend is spectacular for those easy drinking nights. If you want to have a little Mexican food or a little bit of Thai food, a little bit of spiciness, this is a great blend to go along with it. For those who like those big, powerful Merlots but prefer cab, this is the style for you. The Cabernet from Colchagua Valley, extremely easy drinking, to the point that you're going to have a hard time drinking less than a bottle of it. Every time you take a sip, you're going to want to drink another sip of this. Very, very soft, very lush, very luxurious style Cabernet. For those who like a little bit bigger bodied wine, the Syrah Cab from Curico. Much more gripping, much more aggressive. A very, very pleasant style for the big wine drinkers. All these can be had at about $15, $16. Tremendous price point, very, very aggressive. All these are 12 months in oak, except for the Chardonnay, which was 6 months in oak, all of it French. The next wine on the line is the Puerto de Piedra. The Puerto de Piedra is the family reserve from Viña Requingua. This wine was the wine of the year last year, chosen by the Chileans themselves in the Catador competition at the W Hotel. The 2010 vintage represented the best of Chile, beating out 600 wines for that honor. This has been a 90-plus point wine every single vintage since 2005. The quality of the Cabernet Franc blend is spectacular. I definitely recommend it. If you have the opportunity to try this, please give this one a try. The next wine is the Lacou. Lacou, Hijo del Sol, the son of the sun. Lacou is a blend that is unknown until you pull the cork. Only 200 cases made of this wine. This blend in particular, since we pulled the cork right here, let me pull this out here. The final blend of 2009 was a Cabernet Sauvignon from the Curico Valley, from the Sagrada Familia Vineyards, 22% of the wine, and 78% from the Syrah Maule Valley. What that shows you is that each year, the 7 best barrels are chosen. Doesn't matter which vineyard, doesn't matter which valley. All that matters is whatever the owner thinks, whatever the winemaker thinks. This wine just happens to be a 92-point wine from the Wine Spectator. Very, very good quality. Very, very limited production. Only 200 cases made. The next winery we represent is Puerto. Puerto is new to the area. Very, very small production producer. First wine we're tasting is a Malbec from Chile. Unusual to have Chilean Malbec, but the Colchagua Malbec is particularly elegant. This one from Puerto is highly rated, 91 points, 15 months in French oak as well. Very, very easy drinking style. For those of you who like big, bold wines, Syrah is the grape for you. Syrah from Colchagua is absolutely spectacular. And this producer is one of the best in the world. This vintage, 2010, as I thought it was, is one of the best wines from Chile in the Syrah category. 92 points on this wine as well. And then we have the block G plus I. Every year is a different block. Every year is a different wine. If you haven't tried this, you really should. Only 355 cases were made of this. So if you can get your hands on it, please give it a try. And that's a little bit of representation of some of the wines that we have.